Good morning. It is about 5:20. I woke up about 2 or 3 minutes ago. On January 11th, 2018. January 11th, 2019. I had a dream. I'll see how, it was a pretty vivid dream. I'll see how well I can remember it. I've got the heater on because I turn the heater down at night in the winter. And as I said, it's January 11th, 2019. I had a dream of a court case in an auditorium. And I think in many cases they have court where they want to. When I was in a mental institution one time, there was court in the mental institution, in the mental hospital, and there was a two-way TV, I guess you call it. I could see the judge, and the judge could see the doctor and me. So I went to court in a in a theater. Like a theater politicians would meet in, like a theater at the library, where a politician would come and speak, and people would ask him questions or whatever. Yeah, I woke up, I'd say less than 10 minutes ago, about 5 minutes ago, from now, or from when I started this recording, probably 2 or 3 minutes ago. I want to get this recorded before I forgot. So there was a court, and there were and I was on one side. I think it was about permanent commitment, permanently being locked away in a mental institution for the rest of my life. I think it's permanently being locked away in a mental institution for the rest of my life. And there were two lawyers. There was one lawyer for me, just me, and then there was another lawyer for everybody else. And it was probably, I'd say hundreds of people, if not 1,000 people there. And everybody there, except for me, wanted me to go to the mental institution. And I thought, it was not something I did. I think it was something I did. I think it was because I didn't clean my apartment, which is ironic because I've been cleaning it over the last few days, or cleaned it a few days ago. It is Friday. It is Friday. Everybody wanted me to go to a mental institution because I had cleaned my apartment for such a long time. I think there were bugs. A lot of bugs and stuff like that, and they said, well, he can't live. I think the basic message was he can't live alone because he doesn't clean his apartment. And witnesses came. I think a lot of witnesses came up, and they said, well, he did this and he did that, and based on what I had done, or maybe I didn't do something. It's hard to remember it all. But I think the basic message was he did this and he did that. He said this and he said that. And maybe also he didn't do this and he didn't do that. And because of that, he needs to be put away. I think for the rest of my life, for the rest of his life. So, I mean, there was a great crowd, and all of them wanted the same thing, for me to be put away for the rest of my life. And so I was pretty confident I would win. In the dream, I was pretty confident I would win. I thought, well, I'll just tell them this and just tell them that. You know, and they can't help, and which is a mistake I first made when I was first taken to the court for and you know, the heater stopped there. When I was first taken, it's still only 18 degrees Celsius in here, whatever that would be, 65 degrees. I think it was maybe about 17 or 16 degrees when I woke up, Celsius, because I got the thing set to Celsius. So I just thought, well, I'll tell them. All I got to do is tell them the truth. I thought all I got to do is tell them the truth, and they'll listen to me. I don't remember the judge. I don't remember the judge that well in the dream, but I remember the lawyers. And they're kind of winking back and forth. They said, well, really, we got him now. And the judgment with all the people, it was like with Jesus. I don't mean to be inappropriate in saying that. It was like with Jesus. There was a big crowd. There were people that were against him being nailed to a stake, but there was a big crowd of people that said, yes, you know, crucify him. And it was like that, you know, and there were the people that were for him being saved and were grieved at him being nailed to a stake were quiet, pretty much quiet, because they didn't want to be nailed to, they didn't want to be crucified too, as the translation we have of the scriptures say. They didn't want to be nailed to a piece of wood as well, so they were quiet. But yeah, I mean, and I'm sure, I don't know, I mean, in real life I know people support me, but these people wanted me in a mental institution, I think, for the rest of my life. And my health was bad because of the drug they put me on. And my father was there. I have not seen my father physically since the 90s, since 1996. Not in my dream, but in real life. And I saw my father there. The decision went against me, and I was being moved into my new facilities. And I remember I got my first shot, and I thought, well, I don't know, I thought this will be very bad. My mother was very happy in the dream. I think my father wanted to testify or testified. I think my mother wanted to testify or testified. My brother was there. And there was a lot of glee. You know, it wasn't as if, you know, they thought, well, can we really do this? I mean, it was just at the end, it was just kind of like, it was not so much we accomplished something difficult. It was just kind of like, whew, we're glad. It was just, the attitude was, we're glad we got him put away. It's just kind of like done. It's just kind of like doing the dishes. It's not that you can't do it. It's just that they're not done. And when they're done, you're happy. I mean, maybe. Something like that. So that was the dream. I was put away. I got my injection. My first injection. And I was talking with my mother about moving. And I said, how can I move? She said something like, we moved you to before, we'll move you again. But that was pretty much it. You know, and I'll make this title of this video more obscure, because I don't know, I mean, I won't try to get viewers on this video particularly, other than putting it up there and putting a reasonable title on it. And I don't know exclamation points, I don't think, and I just leave it at that. If people want to hear the video, fine. If people don't want to hear the video or the title doesn't sound interesting, then they can just leave it. But I was being put away. I mean, I thought it was a pretty realistic video. You know, I'd say it was a prediction of the future. I could put that in the title. A prediction of the future where, you know, I'm locked away for good. You know, and the ejection hit me, and it might have taken longer, but when the ejection hit me, you know, I don't remember where they put it, maybe in my butt or maybe my arm. When the injection hit me, it was not, it wasn't powerful. It didn't feel powerful at first. But people were happy. I was put away for life. And it wasn't, I mean, it was just kind of like their victory. It wasn't like something horrible happened to me in the dream. I mean, other than there was a prediction of me being locked away and going to the new facilities. So, that's it. Thanks for watching.